Bro, what?
What?
You don't remember that? You don't remember that? Russell
No.
Westbrook interview?
Oh,
Bro, what? This
what?
guy, I'm not going to finish the rest of that statement. What followed after that? Bro, this guy, Russell West Beast, 200 triple doubles, man. This guy he's unreal. He's a character out of a comic book, out of Marvel superheroes, out of some video game. This guy is crazy. You heard about this?
I think I know where you're going, but enlighten me.
Russell Westbrook he already had the record. He had the record. He had the record for the most triple doubles in the history of the NBA with 183. I think Oscar Robertson had a 182. So Russ got 183. He's good. Now he's at 200. He hit 2 bills, bro. And it's still going. He's still counting, which is unreal. It's insane. And this guy is through all the ups and downs, people talking whatever they are about him, like all the, all that hate that he gets. But here we are. Guy's still going. And forgive me for not knowing what season he's in, but I know he's well into his, I will say maybe in the mid-teens season of his career. This guy is on a roll. So what are your thoughts on that?
So it's interesting, right? Because he gets a lot of hate for whatever reason. And I don't know why. I don't know why people don't like him. But I think we should remind them of a few things, right? Like, look at this guy's career high. So I'm going to come with the stats today. I'm going to hit you with stats today. Career high in points, 58. Career high in rebounds, 21. Career high in assists, 24. Steals, 8. Blocks, 4. Triple doubles, obviously, the 200. I mean, do we just want to focus on the triple doubles for a minute?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, so, I got it. 2008 draft class, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about wasn't that the same draft class as, wasn't it KD?
Yeah, Kevin Durant. Yeah.
And Horford and yeah. So let's just talk about the triple doubles for a minute, right? So obviously he's the number one in terms of active players. He's number one all time, right? He's also in the NBA playoffs, 4th all time in triple doubles. He has 12 triple doubles in the playoffs, right? So you're talking about intensity ramped up, right? More clutch moments. It's not just a random, game against the Detroit Pistons or Washington Wizards of the heyday, right? Playoff games, right? He has 12 career triple doubles in the playoffs, 4th all time. His career hit with the 200 in the regular season plus the 12 in the playoff, 212 is 1st all time. So regular season and playoffs combined, he's also 1st all time. But then I think what struck me is looking at Basketball Reference, which is what I have up. When you look at where he was in his 16 seasons, right? Looking at where he finished every year in triple doubles in 16 years. That's a long career.
Yeah.
Right? He was in the top 10 every single year in triple doubles with one exception, which was last year.
That's insane.
Last year was the only year, the 2023-24, he was 16th because he only had one triple-double last year. Even this year, he's top 10 with one so far. I mean, it's still early, but this season he'll probably finish outside the top 10 this year too. But when you look at it, like in 2008, he was 7th, 4th, in 2009, 2010, 2nd, 2012, 10th, 2013, 6th. But even those years, he was getting 1, 1, 3, 1, 2. Starting in 2014 on, he was first in the league in triple doubles from 2014 to 2019.
That's crazy. 5 years.
And that was 11, 18, 42, 25. He had 42 in the 2016-2017 season.
Bro, that's half the season.
42 games. Half the season was triple doubles, bro. 25 in the 17-18 season, 34 in the 18-19 season. And then I think he didn't play the 19-20 season. Crazy because he was still 4th in the league, but I don't think he played the whole season because he only had 8. And then he came back in 2021 with 38, led the league again in triple doubles. I mean, unbelievable how many seasons he was inside the top 10.
Right. I mean, think about just in triple doubles,
bro. Yeah, but that's just in triple doubles as a point guard.
That's just unreal. It's unreal.
Right.
This is why I don't understand why he gets so much hate. What's the hate about?
Right. I mean, and then you look at his awards. I mean, he's won the All-Star Game MVP twice. Obviously, he won the 2016, 2017 Most Valuable Player.
Yep.
And, bro, he's on the NBA 75th anniversary team.
Right.
Like, the talent is undeniable. Like, thinking about these triple doubles, right? Let's look at these seasons where he was just blowing it up, right?
Before you go into it,
go.
just a quick update. I looked it up. 2008 draft was not Kevin Durant. It was Derrick Rose. It was that draft class.
Yes, Durant and Horford were the year before.
Yeah. So there was a Derrick Rose, Michael Beasley, Kevin Love, those guys.
That's right. Yeah, because Seattle got KD and then they got Russ.
Mhm.
Yeah, got it. Okay, so the first season that he averaged a triple double was the 2016-2017 season. That's when he won the MVP. And he averaged 31 points, almost 32 points a game, 10.7 rebounds, 10.4 assists. Crazy. 31, 10, and 10. And that was in 81 games, 42 of which he averaged a triple double. The next season, he came back with 25, 10, and 10. The next season, he came back with 22, 11, and 10. Then he had the year with Houston where he only played 57 games. So that was kind of like a little of a down year for him. For him, by his standards, he averaged 27, 7 and 7, 27, 8 and 7. That's a down year. But then he came back with Washington, you remember? 22, 11, and 11.
Yep.
And since then, after that point, that's when he started kind of bouncing around a little bit. His scoring is diminished every year, obviously, but it's still incredible. Like, to see over 16 years.
I mean, listen, like, to me, he's in a class of his own, right? But with just the durability, the mental, the way he plays the game, he doesn't cheat the game. Like, I never thought he was stat chasing. He just plays with that energy, that grind. And honestly, I don't think even a lot of NBA players can keep up with that. With the style he plays with, right? You know, they say we want dogs out there. He is the alpha dog out there, the way he plays, right? Amongst all the alpha, he's a super alpha. He's a mega alpha.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's the whole like non-data thing that you can't quantify, right? You can't quantify that mentality to go in and go as hard as he did. Because you remember, like, he'd be all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
All over the place.
Just this style of play. Like, I was thinking, like, is he going to be able to sustain this? Is his body going to keep up with the way he plays? And clearly it did. Because, and think about it like this way, right? I remember before he did this, before he even started this whole triple-double thing, there was this big hoopla, like, Oscar Robertson, that record's never going to be touched. That record's never, it's been on since like the late 70s, I believe, was the last time it happened. And then here comes this kid from California who was also, by the way, never really touted as this great talent. We didn't really know about Russell Westbrook like that, at least back in the day. Like, he wasn't like this, there's a kid named Russell Westbrook who was the shining, whatever. But he comes in and just the way he plays the game and some of it you can teach, but some of it you can't teach. He has that it factor and the work ethic. And then you hear all this stuff about him in the media, and that's the way the media spins it. But when you hear from his teammates, like, all the teammates love him. And then when you really get to, like, when he took control of his own narrative, you got to see, like, this is a really cool guy. I don't know why they have this spin on it that he's this and he's that. And I just think that's because he always kept that media part of, like, at a distance, never really let them in. And he was always like cold shouldering them, like that, what? Remember out of that moment? So I think that was like the backlash, because I'm not playing your game. But, like, I don't care who you are. If you told me that I get to team up or have to get Russell Westbrook on my squad, I got no qualms about it, man. Like, I'm good. Sign him up. I don't care where he comes off the bench. He's a starter. He's going to help no matter what. That's a guy I want to go against in practice to help me get better.
But look, just on the way up to kind of put the cherry on top, and this is a message for any young baller coming up, right? About putting in the work, and the stats aren't everything, right? You can have some guys. We've seen some guys, right? Adam Morrison and others who've come out and they were scoring 30 plus points in college, right? Boom, 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 boom. Boom. They make the league and they fizzle out, right? Just to put a cherry on the top of who would have seen Russell Westbrook coming, because the answer is nobody outside of maybe Sam Presti, who drafted him. Like,
right, yeah.
His 2 seasons at UCLA, right, he averaged 8 points a game, 2 rebounds a game, and 2 assists.
Mm.
In year one, in 2006, 2007, he averaged 3 points, less than 1 rebound, and less than 1 assist
Wow.
in 36 games.
Mm.
But he only played about 9 minutes a game. And then his next year in 2007, 2008, which would then led into him being drafted, he bumped up to 33 minutes a game, averaging 12 points, 3.9 rebounds, 4.3 assists, which they're not like crazy numbers to write home about, right?
Right.
So I don't know that anybody saw the triple double machine coming out of that, but it's a message to all young ballers that look, like that can be you if you get the mentality right, you put in the hard work, you put in the effort, do it. You can get there too, no matter what you do in college.
Boom. Mic drop.
Mic drop.
And with that, till next time, respect to Russell Westbrook at Think RBA.
Peace.
Peace.